Yes. Woo. Welcome back, everybody. It is Sodi Pop on YouTube. Right there. Welcome back. Alright, we are finally back in. So, sorry about the past couple days, been a little bit crazy. I ended up having an issue with my car, and I had to get that repaired. I had to get it repaired very quick, so it was kind of unusable. Unfortunately, there's just a, not that it's important to you, but there's like a little chip or something. It's called the automatic transmission. It was like a control chip, and apparently my model car, they do at some point like burn out. So it burned out, so nothing to do with upkeep and maintenance, and I couldn't really drive it without repairing it. So there's a lot of back and forth because it was on back order until like June, and so I finally figured out a way to like get it repaired instead of like ordering a new one, save a little bit of money. Anyways, the point is, it took a lot of time, and it wasn't supposed to. Well, it wasn't supposed to happen. So that happened this week. So it was a little bit crazy for me this week, this morning as well. But we are back, regular scheduled programming. So we will hit up the Title 9. Of course, we have the celebrating Women's History Month, celebrating a really important, equality measure that was passed by the Supreme Court, I believe. So let's go ahead and read this. The United States Postal Service returns to VeVe with the stamp art commemorating Women's History Month and 50th anniversary of said History Month. Stamp art. The commemorative stamp program issues stamps that honor events, persons, or themes. The first stamp was issued by the Post Office Department in 1893 to date. More than 3,000 commemorative stamps have been issued that celebrate America's national history, from animals to plants, peoples to places, and anniversaries to events. Citizen Stamp Advisory Committee was established in 1957, and its members use their collective expertise in history, science, technology, art, education, sports, and other areas of public interest to consider and then recommend stamp subjects to the Postmaster General for final approval. Ooh, Brennan Z took a fat L. Lol, picked up $25 soccer player FA though. Yeah, I think I will be picking up a couple of these as well. I missed as well. Did not get that blind box. Title 9, the U.S. Postal Service commemorates the 50th anniversary of the passage of Title 9, a civil rights law prohibiting discrimination on the basis of sex from any educational program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. The stamp art features 4 unique designs representing female athletes, specifically a runner, swimmer, gymnast, and soccer player. Yellow laurel branches, symbolic of victory, rest in their hair and the swimmer's cap. Title 9 appears written across a woman's cheeks, intended to be as an empowering message about the inclusion of women and girls in all educational settings. The stamp were designed and created by Melinda Beck. Jerry Noyes served as art director. Line box is beautiful. So we have the gymnast, the swimmer, the runner, and finally the soccer player. Nice little, how many is the soccer player? 4,777. All right, and she is titled as ultra rare. Nice. So you picked up the soccer player for 25 gems. Let's go ahead and see what they are going for on the market, actually. Very, very curious myself. I haven't really checked the market this after it's been open yet. So, oops, I didn't mean I accidentally undid that. Oops. Accidentally denied my thing. Ooh, let me close my door 1 second. Oops. Sorry about that. People are in here. All right, so that works. So we're gonna have to reconnect. Start that, restart that. And beautiful, good to go. Okay, so go ahead and look at the market very quickly. We have the runner, the gymnast, the soccer player. The block of 4? Are they doing? Oh, they were doing, but the secret rare is a block of 4. All right, there we go. I didn't scroll all the way down. Huh. that's pretty interesting. They have the block of 4. So I'll probably pick up the soccer player right now. I don't know if I have enough gems in my account. I might have to 29. See if we can get a low mint here. Addition, load high, apply. Maybe I need to. Well, let me go to some more gems in my account, just in case. And buy 30 gems, just in case. Double click to pay. I want to ask you, Brandon Z, one question I have. So, Southern California, I just ran into this the other night. I wish I had kind of known about it beforehand, although I'm not sure if I'm going to go. There apparently is a San Diego NFT Convention, which is coming up April 9th and 10th. So, Brendan Z, are you going to go to this NFT convention? I know you're around the area-ish. I might try to, if I can, if I have those days off. I believe I should. But yeah, the San Diego NFT convention is on April 9th and 10th. Join us second weekend of April, where you'll spend 2 full days in a group of 900 plus NFT crypto enthusiasts where you can learn about future of NFTs and big name speakers, interact with multiple panels and NFT crypto experts, connect with other degenerates, and make JPG friends. Show your art projects or help support others. Plus, you'll get a special POAP token that can be traded for 50% off your next year if you can hodl it. Virtual or in person, choice is yours. Okay, so it's virtual too. That is possible. It looks like it's going to be Smoking Gun, San Diego. Games, drinks, NFTs. More events. Okay, that's just another event. I'm assuming it's at the convention center. 3191 Labs, 3191 Commercial Street, San Diego. I'll have to look that up. So maybe it's not a convention center, somewhere else. Anyways, so let's go back to my lovely and try and get a low-ish mint. Oh, I don't know why it's stuck on there. It's interesting. Oh, you can rotate it. I had no idea you can do that. Interesting. I'm going to turn this off very quickly because for some reason it's frozen the mirroring process. I don't even know how to. Oh, that's super weird. Rotate it back. Interesting app. All right. It's a good app. It works better than everything else, but it's not perfect. Okay, we should be back on now. Replugging just in case. And then we are going to read the comic today just because we missed it yesterday because of I was thinking I was going to be home with plenty of time, but I was not from getting my car taken care of. Come on. Why are you being this way? I just completed my Fantastic Four Mighty Marvel set, which is very exciting. In general, I lean towards buying more valuable things rather than completing sets. You know, in the next pump, I'll probably sell off a bunch of things that are lower value and consolidate some of what I have into what I see as higher value stuff. Probably my plan. That is my plan right now. Could always change. And higher value stuff isn't always easy to know. Obviously, you have a lot of the golden moments. What is going on here? Again, got this, buddy. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry about that. Really super weird. All right, let's try one more thing. that hang out there for a minute. Try one more time. So trying to get a low mint soccer player, that ultra rare, I think that is a good deal for around that 30 gems price. Ah, here we go. Man, it took way too long. Okay. So, if we can, ooh, 162. Oh my goodness, really? Oh my gosh, 162. Oh my gosh, 162 for 29 gems. Almost. Woo. Not quick enough on the app taker there. There's plenty of like decent ones to be honest. Leaning towards that 45 gem when I saw a little bit. Problem. I need to buy more. I think I might need. I only have 35 gems. I've been spending all my gems on recent stuff. Nothing too crazy, but I haven't really put more in. I put more into Omi, put a couple of buys on Omi. Get that 213. I need to buy more. Shoot. No longer available. And my thing frozen. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Might need an update. I don't know. So I'm going to just quickly see what we got. Someone's sniping a lot of these low mints. Okay, I just got it looks like 230 for 43, which I'm happy with because the floor is around 30 right now. It's ultra rare soccer player. Yeah, floor is around 30. Wow. So for number 230 for 43. Floor's around 26. So happy with that. Usually I don't want to pay many multiples of the floor, or I want to be within a certain percentage, but it's already really low. So because a lot of times I'll see comics will be going for like 7 gems, and I'll see a lot of the low mints will be like for around 50 or 60 gems. So that is not what I'm interested in, because to get a 10x is like so difficult. So you want, I mean, again, I ideally don't want to be too much percentage away, but that was really low mint. It'll be easier to sell low mint later on if or when I need to. Definitely one I'm interested in collecting though, kind of like the Ukraine one. It's just kind of meaningful. But yes. So we will see here. Let's see if my iPad will function for us, and then we could read the comic, and then I'll have to get out of here shortly, unfortunately. Again, this week is just a little bit crazy, unfortunately, for me. So I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I wasn't able to because of our stuff. Okay, beautiful. I love that it's working right away. What we like to see. So let's go ahead. We have our comic. This is Strange Tales 180. Where Mr. Adam Warlock, I believe, is kept in a jail. Hopefully have this. Yes, 180. Beautiful. 1975. Let's go ahead and read this issue. Lovely. Strange Tales featuring Warlock. Remember Adam Warlock? We did see the golden egg in the collector's exhibit that was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. which people thought that was teasing Adam Warlock, which it kind of was. So we thought Adam Warlock was going to be it. We thought that was who was maybe going to defeat Thanos. But obviously Adam Warlock did not make an appearance. All right. Strange Tales featuring Warlock. Born on Earth's man of the future, then forced to abandon his native planet because of his alien ways, he wanders the stars, seeking life. Gifted with ultra strength, paranormal reflexes, and perceptions, the power of levitation, and the curse of a vampire soul gem, he stands uniquely alone among the heavens. Stanley presents the power of Warlock. Judgment. Homeworld. Located light years from Earth, in the constellation Hercules, Homeworld, the birthplace and control center of the Galactic Universal Church of Truth, conqueror of thousands of worlds. Homeworld, where we find Adam Warlock, destroyer of false gods, seeking his blood enemy, the all-powerful Magus. Homeworld, a hard planet and an even harder place to reach. It's been a long and dangerous journey. Special thanks to Al Weiss for inking pages 19, 22, 27, and 31. Very nice, Al Weiss. From the very beginning, the voyage to the crossroads in space has been literally spiced with violence and death. It began with the loss of a young girl's life that had come to warn Warlock of Magus, the deadly god worshipped by the Universal Church of Truth. Adam was soon to learn that his false deity was and is his own other self. Though, how can that be remains a mystery. Ooh, so is this a little time hopping thing? So that's actually him. Setting out once again to confront his disingenuous divinity, Warlock soon found himself captive aboard one of the Universal Church's starships, condemned to death by the matriarch, the religious temporal leader. Though easily overcoming the ship's crew, Adam narrowly avoided death at the hands of the Autolycus, the starship's captain and Black Knight of the Church. Ooh, dang. Only the fact that Warlock's mysterious soul gem momentarily sprang to independent life and stole the captain's soul saved the Astral Avenger from certain doom. That's pretty nice that you just have like something that just saves you. Unfortunately, this rescue nearly lost Adam Warlock more than it gained, for he must now carry within himself the memory and very soul of his Jules victim. Interesting. But finally, his ship's shuttlecraft was commandeered, and slight alterations were made on Adam's costume for sake of an enemy. And the last leg of the journey has been made in the company of Pip the Troll, a newfound ally of sorts. So now what? Here I sit upon a hostile world, allied with only a vampire gem and a slightly depraved troll. Still, Pip seems to know his way around the world better than the memories I stole from the late Autolycus. Poor devil. Best not to dwell on the grisly affair just yet. It's too early, too fresh for my sanity to accept, and I've already enough dark thoughts to dwell upon for this day. Since I've come to this world to kill a god. Now, to accomplish that task, keep my mind sufficiently occupied. What? Oof. Hey, why don't you watch where you're going? Roll? A Black Knight? Raise 'em, troll scum. I forgot. The church has decreed that all trolls should be exterminated because of their degenerate ways, but I happen to need this particular degenerate for another moment. Ah, nice shooting, Goldie. Let's see if we can do as well. Hits him with his mind ray. With the 4 knights behind you. Uh-oh. Ryan, that Tutu Terror has friends with him. Oh, there's all these Black Knights. 4 trigger finger tighten on the death-dealing lasers. The response, golden light, golden lightning, and crimson agony. The movements are graceful but devastating, precise but merciless, for he knows it's not longer, his life alone is at stake. Attaboy, Dark Eyes! He battles for the freedom of the 1,000 worlds. For such stakes, one must be unsparing. The massacre is over before it has really begun. Taste him one for me. Boy, you sure don't build religious fanatics like they used to. Pip, please shut up. It's the soul gem. It fights me. It's trying to break free from my control again. I can feel it. It wants to suck in the souls of the fallen knights, just like it did to the Autocles. Can't allow this to happen. Not again. Ugh, I did it. I've got it under control again. But it was hard. So hard. I feared it might come to this. The soul gem is steadily growing stronger and shredding the subconscious control I had over it for the last 3 years. It seeks to be free to satisfy an unholy hunger for fresh souls, to suck them out of the living beings. I wear a friend upon my forehead. A monster, now I realize. I must destroy. Time and space shift. Short minute later, mere miles away. Your Most Holiness, the matriarch, I fear. I must report that the infidel Adam Warlock has been sighted approaching the sacred palace. Really? These are indeed glad tidings you bring me. This day, Pious, I was afraid we'd lost dear Adam. I nearly made a serious mistake earlier, trying to have Warlock killed. I might have ruined everything. For, in ways I not even understand, all that we are, all that we possess, depends upon this strange man. It is far better that he lives to serve me than dies and destroys all that I've become. So believe me when I say that Adam Warlock is foolish enough to come to this palace. He'll leave here as my slave. Meanwhile, down a nearby maze of back alleyways, a major decision has been reached. This is secluded, a place as any will find. Once again, Pip, I asked you to leave me, but I'm about to do an extremely dangerous. Forget it. That gem won't bother me. I'd choke my own soul. Very well. The time has come for me to remove this gem. Though I've worn it so long, it almost feels like a part of me. Is that why my fingers tremble? In feeling of doom that hangs over me. Yet, I'm master of this gem. I shall. Ugh! Pain, emptiness that flows from me. All that I was, ever will be gone. 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 Holy blue rammies. Adam, what's wrong? My gem. My lovely gem. Gem, sure, that must be it. Gotta put it back. Ugh. Boy, oh boy, did you scare me the blank out of me there. You okay now, Goldie? No, Pip. I'm afraid I may never be alright. Ever again. I had long suspected this gem might contain some type of alien intelligence. I never dreamed of how shrewd it might be. It must have guessed that if I ever learned of its ghastly appetites, I would destroy it. So all the years I've worn this gem, it's been slowly and subtly sucking into my soul itself, until I am nothing but a hollow shell, dependent upon it for life itself. Separated from this gem, I'm like a puppet without strings cut. In other words, that gem has become my life force, and I, its prisoner. Uh-oh. So, you've finally discovered what a menace you carry upon your brow. One of the matriarch's spy scanners. Look, old Slink herself. I can read your questions in your eyes, Warlock. And the answer is yes. Yes, I knew your soul gem would become a menace to you even before you realized it. As for how I knew, you will have to come to the sacred palace to learn the secret. So until then. Stuff it, Slink. What does she even think? We're idiots? What an obvious trap. Yes, obvious. True, the bait was quite tempting, but say, how does she suppose she learned about your gem? I have no idea. Well, we'll find out, but not by walking into Death Trap. Right, Adam? Adam? He disappears. I hated the desert. I hated to desert Pip in such a manner, but it's only best that only I face what lies ahead. After all, am I not to blame for all the wrong that has been done, so should not be in danger of mine alone? It's my spirit that's suffering from the cosmic dual personality, thus creating the Magus. But before anyone can cure my disease, one must learn its cause. My only hope is that the matriarch may truly possess some knowledge I seek, for now realize that I'll never be able to defeat my enemy in a frontal confrontation. Even though we may be twins of the inner self, it's obvious that Mega's personal strength far surpasses my own. That power, augmented by military force of Universal Church, makes the Megas a nearly impossible foe to stop. For if I fail, all life falls with me. I'm sure my other self will never be satisfied with anything less than total domination over all living things throughout all space. It's my responsibility to find the cure, though I suspect that Magus might be another cruel jest upon the part of my soul gem. I dare not take any action against it until I'm sure. I'm like a man trying to assemble an unknown piece of the machinery in the dark. One wrong move, and my part might destroy all the carefully balanced mechanics of time and space, for I am dealing with a highly dangerous problem of having two identical beings living in the same point, where, when, and where. Yet, stop him I must. Or would I desire anything less if I choose his path? Finally, arriving at the sacred palace, Warlock finds it no problem to avoid the cold, searching eyes of the palace guards, or the dull orbs of the frontally lobotomized palace servants. Your Holiness, the infidel has again been sighted nearing the palace. Shall I summon your personal guard? No, I'll deal with this Warlock myself. Then begin dealing, madam. Adam Warlock has arrived. Well, how did you manage to get here undetected? I've come here to ask the questions, madam, not answer them. To begin with, I wish to know the Magus origin. You mean you really don't know yet? Not definitely, though I strongly suspect my soul gem is creating him. Secondly, how did you know about my gem and to rebel against me? Well, to answer your second question first, the Magus told me it happened a long time ago. A long time ago? That's right. You see, your soul gem did not create Magus. You did. Surely you must sense what I say is true. The Magus is not part of you. He is you. You of the future. No, it can't be true. I'd never become this evil. You seek to trick me. Look at yourself, Warlock. You've always been a creature of passion and excess. Either love dearly or hate viciously. You, no middle ground for your emotions. That's your own special brand of madness, and the reason you'll someday become Magus yourself. Never. Now that I know all that will allow to happen. True. If anyone could change his own preordained future, it would be you. But you might also change my future. And I've become quite fond of ruling thousands of worlds. So that's why you've now attempted to kill me today? That's right. If you die, my empire might never be. My only recourse is to imprison you until you see things my way. Clink. And how do you plan to do that? Ah! Unable to concentrate quickly enough to levitate, Warlock drops through the hidden trapdoor. That's really funny. And gracefully lands at what Adam presumes might be the palace's dungeon. Immediately, Warlock is aware that he is not alone in this blackness. For long, drawn moments, the ominous darkness hangs. Then, abruptly, there is a light. Chapter 2. The Trial of Adam Warlock. Hear ye, the court is now in session. His Honor, your Grand Inquisitor, Praetor, will be presiding. This glorious court has been called to order this day to sit in the judgment of heaven before us. Heathen. He has been accused of paganism, hearsay witchcraft, consorting and not productives, and the murder of a loyal black knight of the faith. How do you plead infidelity? What is this? The record will show that the defendant pleads not guilty, bailiffs. Restrain the prisoner. He has a history of violence. I'll not have this court needlessly interrupted. Infidel, you have been accused of a number of serious crimes. The Universal Church has assigned me the task of seeing you receive a fair trial, which means I shall act as a judge, assuring that the destruction is carried out within the strict letter of the law. Oh, Jesus. To your right is the district prosecutor, and he shall supply us with phony charges, lying witnesses, and falsified evidence. To your left is a court-appointed defender. He'll supply you with the best legal counsel available as he can stay awake. Once the evidence of your guilt has been proven, your fate will be decided by yonder jury of your peers. What? Any questions? Yes. What court deprives its power to judge others from the Holy Magus, correct? True. Then I'd like to move for dismissal of my case. The court is quite aware the Magus and I are one and the same being, thus making it impossible for the court to try me. Your power comes from a part of me gone mad. This makes you unfit and unqualified to pass judgment upon me. I demand to be tried by Magus himself. Motion denied. The prisoner will refrain from any further outbursts or find himself gassed. Any motion or objections will be made by your public defender. That's his job. But he has no mouth. I warn you, this court has a responsibility to show the populace that even a filthy heathen like you will receive a fair trial here. So even though you and I know it's all a sham and that your fate has already been decided, you'd best play along with us. Do you understand? Perfectly. The prosecution will call its first witness. The church wishes to call young Locke, rebel and infidel, to the stand. Citizen young Locke, will you point out to the court the man you accuse of high church crimes? Gladly. He's the one. He and every member of this court. He's pointing. I accuse you all. You're guilty of twisting everything that was good until it now serves nothing but your own evil end. Bailiffs, silence the witness. The jury is instructed to disregard this witness testimony. Ah! Oh, they killed him. Slowly, the trial proceeds. A steady flow of expertly coached witnesses now unerringly point out Warlock as the perpetrator of a dozen false crimes. In grim silence, Adam watches the Magus comedy of justice near its climax, until I object. In fact, I object to everything. This court, its laws, its ethics, its officers, but mostly its judge. The prisoner has been warned repeatedly to remain quiet. Bailiffs, gag him. Your Honor, the prosecution now feels that a little editing in the filmed version of this court's proceedings can be released to the public, so the myth of the Universal Church's judicial fairness may be preserved. In other words, the church rests its case and finds the court to find the defendant guilty. Guilty! Guilty! Heard and heeded. Does the defense have its closing statement ready at this time? The record will show the defense threw itself at the mercy of the court. He's gagged right now. The time has come to determine your guilt or innocence, infidel. Jury, make the decision. Guilty! Unanimously, of course. Meanwhile, at the nearby tavern, for import spacers. Last, the Warlock's eyes and ears and other organ he might use for deserted. Here, I lead him to the Junkhead planet and for some excitement, and as soon as things begin to get interesting, get left behind. Barkeep, one meat stinger, heavy on the sting. Well, I refuse to let it ruin my stay here in the homeworld, birthplace of the true religion. Might as well desecrate one of its temples while I'm here. That'll be fun. Hey, you troll. Name Pip, by any chance? What's it to you? Plenty. All the church radio bands got all points out for you. And you plan to turn me in for a reward? Keep your hands to the bar, make it. Unless you want this to be in your gut. She takes out a knife. But just to set your mind at ease, I'm not looking to collect any bounty on you. In fact, I'm not interested in you at all, Fleabag. I'm seeking your friend Adam Warlock. Well, I'm afraid it's a bit too late, sister. We've been parted company. He ran off to the sacred palace and left me behind. For all I know, he might be dead by now. Why are you looking for him, anyway? I've come to see Warlock really has a chance of defeating Magus. If he does, I plan to join him. If he doesn't, I plan to kill Warlock. This is the secret rare cover. Adam Warlock has been found guilty and hereby sentenced to the Church of House of Correction. House of Correction? More like brainwashing center, I'd say. Bailiffs, the prisoner has slipped his chain restraints. Restrain him! Last time these silver-plated cretins grabbed me, I played along with them. I wanted to see just how perverted the Magus idea of justice really could be. Well, now I know. He shreds him in half. These cold and heartless enforcers of your law can meet the fate they so richly deserved from the first time they manhandled and bound me. Might also take this opportunity to express my contempt I feel toward the mindless and heartless jury of my peers and the rest of the proceedings. Breaks it all apart. Never have I seen evil wear such sanctimonious robes. You claim to be the justice and the truth, but nothing more glorified than slave keepers. You enforce laws that grind and seek the freedom under the legal heels. Then you fool the general public in thinking you're political murders. Are they an act of heavenly justice? Well, I see your villainy for what it truly is. You spout no grand phrases as you seek to destroy me, for I'm sick of this game and will play no longer. Very well then. Since you refuse to submit to the church rehabilitation, I'm forced to reverse my previous merciful ruling and sentence you to death. So now, with the powers vested in me, I hereby decree that I may sink within the mire of your own crimes. Floor, you mean? Yes, but it will be the weight of your own sins that pulls you steadily downward. Oh, not even my soul gems are capable of reversing. Of course not, for it is the power of the church which binds you, the power of the righteousness and the vengeful God which is about to destroy you. All hail Magus, the one true God! Crater, thank you. Up to now, I've been lost, but you've just shown me the way. Until meeting you, I feared that I might be interfering with those things that only the dark forces of Chaos Order should meddle with. Indeed, at times, I've even considered fleeing and leaving the other self, the Magus, to the mischief. Only now, upon discovering you, do I realize that this accursed gem upon my brow was sent to me by some power beyond my comparison or comprehensions for a purpose. That purpose is to destroy evil such as yourself. Yes, I now realize your kind are the ultimate vileness, for the cloak in sins, in pious words, and holy vehemence, judging all but yourself. For may whatever the gods forgive me, for this day I join your ranks. No, no, don't fight me this time. You release me, it'll be good. Yes, so good. The gem's talking to him. No! The flaming emerald beams flash from the sinister soul gem, and Creator's soul is wrenched from his body and flows to the frenzied Adam world. Memories, images, thoughts like I've ever tasted. Delicious, Soul Gem says. Ah, what have I done? I've just allowed... No, command the gem to steal a soul. What's come over me? But I can't think of that now. Can't think, period. So many thoughts in my head. Not mine. The Creator's thoughts. No, oh no. At last I understand. He truly believed in what he did. Was just... threatened his beliefs. In the mind, I was the villain. Even worse yet, by stealing his soul, I've proved him right. Yes, you do at last understand. We're all the heroes in our own minds, even me. But you're beyond caring about such things, aren't you? You probably don't even care that I expected you to purloin the judge's spirit. You see, Adam, that was the only way I could think of you to safely render you senseless. I couldn't take the chance of you being killed in an armed confrontation. and I couldn't brainwash you while you remain conscious. But I'll explain all this when the workers in the pit are through indoctrinating you. I hope. Next, the secret of Pit, Pip to the rescue, and 1,000 clowns. Boom! Adam Warlock. There we go. Let's go, Brendan Z. What's up, Pavel? How you doing, my man? How's it going? Did you get this drop? I hope you did. I went ahead and bought a 250, 230, 2 something, 230 ultra rare for like 43 gems, I want to say. Yeah, 43 gems. The floor price is now 28, so I'm pretty happy with that. Very, very low mint. And what is that? Let's see, 230. The 230 of the ultra rare has about 5,000 editions. So yeah, that's in a lower percentile. That's great. Cool. Very happy with that. Low 1,000. 230. Let's see here. So we have this San Diego NFT Convention, which I might attend. Apparently, how much are tickets? Macy Gray. Because Macy Gray's doing NFTs. Yeah, I'm a stranger, I feel. But I'm just a prisoner of your love. Add-ons, food and drinks. $200 for food and drinks. This better be like bomb-ass food. Tickets. IRL in real life. Ticket for $350 plus a $22 fee, $23 fee. 2 full days of NFT shenanigans. VR tickets. I wonder who's putting this on. Okay. I might have to check this out more. You see San Diego is part of it. Blue Chimps, VaynerMedia, which is Vanderchuck. Near, Global Blockchain Council, and Meta Funnels. Create more equal opportunities, blah, blah, blah. Delta Flare Station Vendor Showroom. MetaZap Gallery, Interactive Web3 Art Gallery. Oh, that could be cool. Mandox District Speaking and Panel Stages. Be pretty sweet. Top Secret Keynote Speaker. We have Macy Gray. Angelina Solrich. Who is she? Is an independent music tech artist, singer, songwriter, advocate, community builder, founder of Solrich, a community of innovators highlighting mental health, women empowerment, youth into tech, and creative freedom. Jessica Greenwald. Jessica Greenwald is an award-winning digital artist, so all artists. Kelly Love, Evan Mendoza from St. Louis Cardinals, Courtney Nichols, featured Times Playboy, Subvert, Meg, Food and Wine, Oxygen, so a lot of entertainers. Patrick Wooding, founder and well-known Rug Burn NFT project. We have Lauren Turton, a robust history of hosting a variety of events. So, MC, Lalo Sandoval. Gerard Lalo Sandoval is a published award-winning portrait of fashion photographer. A lot of artists. I don't recognize any of them. NFT nutritionist, co-founder of Plutus Properties, CEO and founder of 1331 Records. Okay, I don't know. We will see. Featuring Macy Gray. Anyways, that seems to be interesting. That's for sure. Let's go and check out the market very quick. And I'll have to get on going. My cat trying to get in the background. So let's see. It looked like I probably won't get this whole set. So the runner, the rare is around 14 gems. Nice and cheap. I mean, these might be really good ones to get. Very, very low cost. I can see them doing multiples. You know, it only needs to get up to 16 gems. And you're selling it for only 2.5% fee. Though these might be good ones to like grab and just, you know, you will and flip for extra gems in the future. I can see these, you know, doubling or tripling in price pretty easily with big pumps. And it has a low fee. Unlike comics that are a little bit more impacted, I would say. But those also will be burnt. I think these will be burnt too. Anything really, really cheap will be burnt on the market. And then the block of 4 is 145. So still doing quite well. A lot of things are still down. I wanted to see Pooh Bear or Timon and Pumbaa 280. Pooh Bear was past 500 before, so we can get a real update on him. Daisy and Donald at 629, below 1,000. I think that's probably a pretty decent price for them. Let's just search Pooh Bear in the market. Dr. Doom 714. I got a really low or decently low mint around 800 something in early January. So back down past or right near its early January price, which is still up quite a lot from before. Let's go ahead and look and search for Mr. Pooh Bear. Ooh. Hopefully the search functionality really improves with what we see in the lost my train of thought there. With what we see in the web browser unit or store. All right, Pooh Bear has dropped a little bit. He was sitting at 500 easily, a little bit past 500. Now he's at 450. So I'm waiting for this to kind of stop pumping. It pumped hard from like mid 200s. It was right before I did my taxes, so I didn't want to spend anything just in case I owed a little bit more than I thought I did or what have you. So I didn't want to touch anything yet. And of course, it like easily doubles. But that is such, and again, it doubles, went to 250 to 500. But if you're looking for percentage gains and you really, unless you have tons and tons of cash roll, right? But if you're a smaller person, will the stamps double? Will some of these comics double? Probably with like pumps. The golden moments and season 1 stuff tends to go first. But if you don't have a bunch of stuff and you're looking for double, some of those lower things. Oh, my cat got the door open. God, she's good. Nice job, Sips. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to have to call it a day right now. I have to get some stuff done. Thank you so much. I'm glad I was able to do this finally. Hopefully the car should be repaired and we will be normal schedule next week. Have they announced anything new? Let's go ahead and look at their Twitter. And cryptocurrency overall is doing well. Bitcoin, 45,000 level is pretty big. Really getting up to like past 55K. Maybe we can do a little continuation of this uptrend. It's super hard to know, again, with everything going on in the world. Russia can kind of do anything weird, and our economy is still a little bit tenuous. There's going to be even more rate hikes, as we know, every month. They want to do up, I think, until 1.5 or 1.9% or something, at least. What was I clicking on? I wanted to search. I lost my train of thought. Oh, VeVe. I want to search Twitter and see if they tweeted anything new that we can make me talk about. So there's a little problem with AR. The thing is displaying an AR. VeVe chat the Netherlands. Okay, so that's so Twitter Spaces, David Yu. They had a recording. A quick update. Hour 28. So was this the one with the artist? I think it was. Yeah, Gary Baseman. So I'll probably listen to that later, do any updates if we need to. And yeah, so we do have Gary Baseman's Joby coming as well. Wonder if that's tomorrow. So the article is absolutely, yeah, that's tomorrow at noon. So they might have something in the morning they haven't announced yet. They typically do something at 8 a.m. but they're doing tomorrow at noon, or today at noon. Sorry, I keep on saying tomorrow. Today at noon. So maybe we'll see something Sunday. Who knows? I keep on forgetting today is Saturday. It's crazy stuff. So I'm not super interested in this. Let's see, blind box, and it's for 50 gems, 7,000 editions, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 1960. Might be worth it. Might be worth it just to go for it. I'll have to look more into this. Let me know if you guys are going for this one. I don't know if I will. So it's a blind box. I have a little bit better luck with blind boxes, but we will see. All right, guys, thank you so much. Remember, follow me on the 3Ts and IG, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. I unfortunately have to get going. Otherwise, I'd hang out a little bit longer. Look for new stuff coming up. We also have, I'm sure, more live streams coming up with plenty of more comic readings this week. And we'll see. Maybe we'll have tomorrow off. It seems like we will, or maybe we'll announce something after this noon Pacific time drop. The Gary or Joby, I think it's Gary Basement. Yeah, Gary Basements. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Remember, be yourself and eat your cookie. Bye.